Good evening, Mike, W6BBS. I got high vis wire, not going to transmit much. I've got 3 inches of snow here, and my antennas are buried. Over. Well, I've had nonstop snow for almost an hour and a half now, and I'm up over 3 inches, and it just keeps building up. Over.
Okay. Must be cold up there.
It's freezing, and I'm going to stop now because my SWR is really high. Checked in, and good night, W6BBS.
Yeah, go in and stay warm. If everything goes to hell up there, come down here and sleep down here tonight.
We're fine.
Okay.
Kilo 6, Victor Bravo Golf.
Yeah, hi, Dave.
Kilo Golf 6, Charlie Echo Fox.
KE5 DTU. KE6 VON 1040.
Okay, KE6 BON, KG6 Charlie Echo Fox. I got you guys. Missed one other one. I got it written down, but I've forgotten who it was. A lot of people all at once there. Oh, Dave, and no, I guess I got it. K6 BBG, KG6 Charlie Echo Fox. Daryl, good evening. And then I don't think I missed anybody after that. KE6 VON, and I'm sure K6 USY is here, right?
Yep.
KK6 ZKE
1079.
KC5 DTU.
Oh, that's one I missed. Hang on, Terry.
I've been so busy writing KM6SR that I haven't had a chance to check in.
Snowing at your place, Rob?
No, not snowing. Not quite cold enough. It is nippy, but raining pretty good. Over.
Okay, we're just checking the elevation. I've got about 3 inches right now.
Yeah, I heard you telling Mike about that. Boy, that's quite a bit. Snowing for the last hour and a half, huh?
Okay.
Sure. All right, catch you later, W6BBS.
Good night, Frank. I'm missing somebody here. Let's see. Let me go down the list. KE6 BON, K6 USY, KM 6SRR, and there was somebody else.
KK6 ZKE.
KK6 ZKE, yeah, I got you written in here. And Kerry was in there, KK6 ZKE, 704, and 712, KC5DTU. There we go.
Did you get Daryl in there, Mike? KG6CEF?
Yeah, way back in the beginning.
And Dave, K6VBG.
I got Dave. Way back in the beginning. Dave was up there freezing his butt off. You're going in the house pretty soon, aren't you, Dave?
Yeah, pretty soon.
Alrighty.
I was watching the dogs play in the snow.
Oh boy, yeah.
In snow before you're trying to catch snowflakes. That was pretty fun.
Yeah, it's not snowing down here. It's just drizzling very lightly now. I was prepared for more rain as I ran to the barn here, but I didn't get. I got a little rain on me, but I had a jacket over the top of my head that was a rain jacket, so I didn't get wet. But yeah, a lot of wetness. I got water in the shack here.
Oh no, we got 3 inches of snow. It's still falling.
That's what Frank said.
No, too. Real wet.
Yeah, that's what Frank said. He's got 3 inches up there and still coming down. So pretty good little blast here from the astronomical river. It's finally getting here in more than normal size, I guess. It finally came up from Los Angeles and gave them a break, I guess. Okay, Terry, good evening to you. And Terry, let me get Terry in here first. Terry, the garage holding up for you, or are you hiding out in the house?
I'm keeping dry and hiding out in the house and listening to the arc storm go over.
I'm sure they'll miss the last part. What?
Just listening to the arc storm go over, they got a new terminology.
Oh, the arc storm?
Yeah, it's supposed to be worse than an atmospheric river.
Oh, it would be Noah's Ark time?
That's a good analogy. I like that.
Okay. I got a kick out of, who was it? Jonathan Winters, or one of the guys, the comics, used to do a great routine on Noah. And it would be Noah, and God would speak to him out of the skies, and you gather up all the animals, male and female, and build a boat.
Unfortunately, that was Bill Cosby.
Well, that was Cosby, that's right. And then, of course, he gets on with us. He's building the boat, and he says, but, it's been a couple of weeks or more, and now he's starting to collect all the animals. What am I going to do with all these animals? They're all over the place, and I got nothing, and not a drop of rain yet, and where am I going to put all their poops all over the place? And so, Noah, can you tread water?
I remember that like it was yesterday. It was really funny.
What a classic. Anyway. Boy. Kerry, what do you think about Noah?
That was a good one. I love that also. Bill Cosby was quite original with that.
That's for sure.
I like Bill Cosby's dentist one. That was really funny. Over. KM6SR. Over.
What was the dentist one? I forgot what the theme of that was. And then he had the one Bruce the Bus Whitley that drove the bus, and the biggest charge was he'd pick up old women, and then he would accelerate, brake, and watch them spin all the way to the back of the bus. What was the dentist one?
Well, I think it was about him trying to talk when his lips were all, with Novocaine all numbed and everything. And so I don't remember particulars. I just remember that was a real funny one there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I remember that.
727.
Okay, 727. Hang on a second, Mike. Somebody else way down in there. Who's the other one? Did I hear somebody out of South Carolina? No, Southern California. Go ahead.
No, hang on. The guys from the Valley are calling down here. 6EXO for the Whiskey Night Bozo Net, SoCal edition.
Okay, you got a call sign and a Bozo number. I'll put you in. This is Mike. Kilowatt 6 Mike, Yankee Charlie, Bozo number 47. Over.
All right, Bozo number 47, T6NYC from Kilo, Germany 6, Echo X-Ray Ocean, Delta Mike 13, and my Bozo number is 137.
Yeah, and the name is Mike, right?
Roger, roger.
Yeah, good, Mike. Is it WA6EXO?
Kilo, Germany 6, Echo X-Ray Ocean.
Okay, KG6EXO 137. We got you. Listen, for anybody else that might be hearing you here, stand by just 1 second, Mike. Go ahead, guys.
Hey, good evening, Mike. KG6EXO. This is Kilo Mike 6 Sierra Romeo number 432. Over.
Oh, very good. 432. And actually, it was Rob, right? TM6SRR. Good evening to you.
Yep, QSL. Thanks, Mike, for checking me in. Anybody else?
Okay, very good. Good to hear you up here. Not real strong, but you're steady. KG6EXO 73 Mike. Say hi to the gang down there. K6MYC Bozo Net, Northern California side.
Hey, guys, can you take one more?
Yeah, go ahead. Give him a call, Mike.
Okay, I was trying to get the antenna down there. KG6EXO. KG6EXO. This is WA6 AAJ Whiskey Alpha 6 Alpha Juliet Delta Mike 06. Over.
Alpha 6 Juliet Mike N6SWR.
Okay. Hi, Ben. Give him your call again, Mike. AA6 WA6AAJ.
Okay, yeah, he faded on me. I'll try it again. KJ6EXL WA6AAJ Whiskey Alpha 6 Alpha Alpha Juliet. Over.
Kilo Alpha 6 Alpha Alpha Juliet. N6SWR. You're in Delta Mike 05, real loud in Bakersfield.
Okay, I couldn't hear him, Mike.
I've lost KG6EXO also, but you do have Ben calling you. Ben, give him another call. M6SWR 2, what is their call? Said 247?
Yeah, I'm 247. What's his location compared to mine? I'm just trying to zero in on him. Is he north, south, east, west? I have no idea where he's at.
He's up here. He's in Clovis. And you bumped your mic gain again. You're wide open. Turn your mic gain down and call WA6 Alpha Alpha Juliet. He's in Clovis, so the same heading for us works. Over.
Roger. Okay. Well, I'll give him a shout then. Kilo Mike 6 Alpha Alpha Juliet N6SWR. Keeping in mind, I'm not running a lot of power.
Okay, N6SWR. Hello, Ben. This is Whiskey Alpha 6 Alpha Alpha Juliet WA6AAJ. Over.
Oh, Roger. Okay, I'm sorry. I don't know why I had the kilo. Whiskey Alpha 6 Alpha Alpha Juliet. Yeah, you're loud and clear. You're pushing S8, S9 here now.
Okay, yeah, right to that. You're a good S7, S6 to S7. Good copy. Over.
Roger. Thank you so much. N6SWR.
Roger, Ben. WA6AAJ. Back to Mikey.
Yeah, good evening, Ben, and good evening to you, Ken. WA6OIB. You want to say hello to Ben?
Yeah, good evening, Ben. I'm not pointed your way, but maybe you can hear me. Yeah, I haven't talked to you for a while. N6SWR, WA6OIB, over.
Roger, I hear you loud and clear as well tonight. I don't know how you copy.
Yeah, okay, well, you're Q5, plenty Q5. I'm aimed out to the west, though. Okay, well, good to hear you, Ben. Good to hear you again. WA6OIB. Thank you, Mike.
Okay, very good, Ben. Keep your ear out, Ben. We're still looking for KB6 RQU, KB6 RQU. Let me ask Rob a second. Rob, when you called last night, did you just get the answering machine again?
Yep, QSL, and I asked him to let us know, but he hasn't called me. Over.
Yeah, I wonder if they're out of town or something. May have gone on a trip. Anyway, KB6 RQU, Rob, I wonder if you're in there this evening. KB6 Radio Queen United, K6MYC, over.
That's Rick.
Yeah, what did I say, Rob? Rick. W6PMD, was that you, Pat? You're pretty light at the moment. W6 Papa Mike Delta 58, K6MYC Bozo 47. Boy, I didn't get an answer. You're down, Pat. I'm not sure if you're coming back to me or not. I'll try one more time. W6 Papa Mike Delta. W6PMD, K6MYC, Bozo 47, over.
Hello there, Pat. WA6OIB. Roger, number 226. Yeah, okay, that's Mike, 727. Yeah, you're coming in here about an S6, S7, very Q5.
You're about half an S8 here, but Mike, NYC couldn't hear me there for a bit. He was down to about S3 here, but I've got pretty much a zero noise floor now.
I got you now, Pat. You're coming in on a different heading than normal here, so the brain has skewed the path. I got you Q5 now, Pat. Thanks. K6MYC 47.
Okay, good.
Seven trees, Mike. Pat.
Yeah, Mike, you want to give Pat a call? W6 Papa Mike Delta. Go ahead, give him a call, Mike.
Okay, yeah, it kind of went down a little bit for me. W6PMD, W6PMD, this is WA6AAJ, WA6AAJ, Delta Mike 06, over. I think he gave me a 5x2, over.
5 and 3, but give him your Bozo number. He needs your Bozo number.
Okay, Roger. My Bozo number is 727, over. Okay, Roger, the 5 and 4, appreciate the contact. You're about a 4x2, over.
Seven trees, Pat.
Okay. 7-3 Pat. One more time. KB6RQU. Rick, are you in there? I hope something hasn't happened to Rick and his wife there. Maybe they're just on a trip he didn't announce the trip. That's usually what, if he knows about it ahead of time, he announces it. And anyway, who knows? Okay, anybody else in the San Joaquin Valley here before we go to Atascadero? Okay, 6MYC.
Whiskey 6 kilowatt Foxtrot.
Oh, W6KF off the back. I think it's Ken. Hang on a second. Let me get you written in here. And we also have WB6 Juliet November Papa 107. I got you, Dane. Hang on. You're off the back side. W6KF. I'm not sure. Maybe I got it wrong. Maybe not. W6KF, K6MYC. Mike here, over.
Hello, Mike. Yeah, you got it right. Whiskey 6 kilowatt Fox, Bozo 191 out of Waterford, California. Nice to hear you this evening.
Yeah, good to hear you. Quite a surprise to hear you. Are you hearing the guys down in LA or not?
Yeah, I am. They're not real loud, but I can copy them. Q5.
Okay, they would love to get a check-in from you. They take check-ins, and we cross-check from time to time, so they would like you as another check-in. So you want to call W6 Papa Mike Delta, feel free. Go ahead.
Big double.
Okay, Pat, Ken, if you want, call W6 Papa Mike Delta. He's the Southern California net control tonight. W6 PMD, over.
Okay, W6 PMD, Whiskey 6 kilowatt Foxtrot. Let me look him up and see what the setting is on the beam, Mike.
It's just LA. He's in the East LA. He's over just on the west side of the hills, Palm Springs on the other side, over.
Okay, about 115 degrees. W6 PMD, W6PMD, this is Whiskey 6 Kilowatt Fox, W6KF.
Oh, 150 degrees.
W6, he's 115 for me, 115.
Is that a Roger, Roger? This is W6PMD.
Came back to you, Ken.
Yeah, I barely caught him in there. Go ahead again, W6PMD, W6KF.
Yeah, Whiskey 6 Kilo Foxtrot, Whiskey 6 Papa Mike Delta return. You're 5757 down here in Delta Mike 13.
Okay, I could barely hear you, but you're in there. I copy, I think, five something. I couldn't get it, but I could tell I did catch my call there. So you're 5 by 2 or 3 or whatever. But nice making the contact.
Ken, give him your Bozo number. He needs their Bozo number.
Okay, Bozo number 191 191.
Got it.
Yeah, I heard him sign. Thank you.
Okay. Good contact. He was way up for me, S7, S8, when he said he gave you an S7. And then he just went right out. So QSB is brutal tonight. Anyway, great to hear you. I haven't heard Udi on here for about 2 weeks, but he should be around somewhere, but I haven't heard him last week or so. W6KF in Waterford, along with K6UDE, who is not there in Waterford tonight, K6NYC.
Good evening, Ken.
Is that you, Jim?
That's another Ken.
This is the other Ken, WA60IB.
Oh, Ken Holden. Yeah, I've seen you at the Turlock auction before. Very nice to talk with you. Yes, you have a very nice signal up here in Waterford. Very good 5.9 all the way armchair copy, Ken.
Yep. Oh, well, you're 10 over 9 here. And you going to the auction this Saturday?
Well, I hadn't really seen anything that excited me. I was kind of hoping some of Grady's stuff might be there, but they didn't list it on the web page.
Oh yeah, that's his stuff. That's what he's going. That's our main deal. Is his estate. So I'll be there.
Yeah. What time is it starting?
It starts at 9, but you got to get there early. I get there around 7. Spend a couple hours looking at everything.
Yeah, okay, maybe I'll just go down there. It's been probably 3 or 4 or 5 years since I've done it, so it might be kind of fun. I think I might do that then, Ken.
Great, yeah, I'd like to see you. Be good. We'll be there. There'll be a Fresno contingency, and they'll all be in my truck. So hope we see you there on Saturday morning there. W6KF, WA60IB.
All righty. Well, I can't believe the signal you're putting in. You're just pounding 10 over 9. All right, 7-3 to you. Go ahead, Mike, W6KF.
Fine, Ken. I'm off the backside. I'm pointed down toward L.A., so Ken probably spun around on you there. But he does put a good signal out. He's my backup for the net control here. All right, anybody else in the San Fernando Valley? Yeah, San Fernando Valley and the San Joaquin Valley. We're getting them both tonight.
Yeah, I was trying to make a contact with Ken there, Mike, KM6SRR.
Go ahead.
W6KF, this is Kilo Mike 6, Sierra Romeo, Rob, in up here in Corsico, over.
Yeah, KM6SRR, very nice signal down here, Rod. Nice to make your acquaintance. Whiskey 6 Kilowatt Fox, 5.9.
Roger. I forgot to look at the S-meter to see what you're coming in. Yeah, this is Rob, Romeo Oscar Bravo.
Okay, Rob, sorry, I think I called you Rod. Yeah, I just looked up your QRZ page. Says O'Neill's, California.
Yep, QSL. That's what I'm closest to, but because I'm on the west side of 41, they give you Corsico, which is further away. Over.
Okay, well, you're just uphill from me here, so very good. Nice signal. Nice to meet you. I'm Bozo 191.
Roger, I got that. I keep the log, and I post it up on the Bozo Net IO for the group. Over.
Okay, very good. Yeah, excellent signal down here this evening. Well, nice to meet you, and I don't get on the Bozo Net much, but hopefully in the next few months here we'll have some more time to get in because the wife's off on a class, so frees up my time and enjoy working 2-meter sideband. 7-3 to you, W6KF.
By the way, Ken, we are live streaming, and it's easy to look at. You can see not only you can hear the live streaming and the contacts through my station here, so you can hear yourself and anybody else that I'm talking to. And it's available on the YouTube channel, but the easiest way to get there is log into the Bozo Net, bozonets.com, BOZONETS.com. Scroll past the preamble area and you'll see an indicator live streaming of the Central California Bozo Net or something. You click on that, it takes you to a YouTube page with a Bozo clown on it, and then you click on the clown and follow your nose. Over.
Okay, well, as you're saying that, I'm doing it. I'm clicking on the clown right now, and we'll go ahead and follow. Mike, thanks.
Yeah. It also has a picture of my receiver, and you can see your signal strength and all the rest of that on the video part of it. There's about a 3 to 4 second delay, but that's it. Over.
Okay. Let's see here. I see we're running the same rig. I see 9700.
That's it.
All right. Very cool. Very cool. I'll check this out.
You can also look at past ones. Every one of these is archived. We do it on all bands, except we haven't done 6 meters yet, but 6 will be live streamed, but just on a different radio, and we had to get some extra equipment to get it locked into the computer. So it'll be done in probably maybe by next Monday, but if not next Monday, the following Monday. But all the other bands, 2 meters through 1296, show up here. On the live stream. So, and again, you can look at past ones on any band and all the rest of that there, and it has closed captioning when it can get it. 7-3 Ken, and say hi to Jim if you run into him there. Okay, and join us at any time on any band. Obviously, we can do all of them. And you've got a radio that can certainly do 432 and 1296. We'd love to have you checking in on 1296, huh?
Yeah, I see you guys run Tuesday nights at 7:30 on 1296. I'll do that. I've got an antenna up there. I'll give it a shot.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, we did that last night, of course. So you'll have to wait till next Tuesday. Monday, we do 222 and 6 meters. Tuesday is 1296. Wednesday is back here, like we're doing tonight on 2 meters. And then tomorrow night is 432. And then we have a couple of days off, and we start again on Sunday evening here. Good evening, Ken. Good to hear you. W6KF, K6MYC.
All righty, Mike. Thank you. Well, I don't have as much power on 1296. We'll be running the 9700 barefoot, no kilowatt on that band, but we'll give it a shot. Free and nice to hear you guys, and I'm checking out the YouTube right now, so I'll be watching it. W6KF.
Okay, very good. And yeah, no, we should we'll hear your 10 watts easily. I work all over the Bay Area with guys running 10 watts. Up into Nevada, I can hear the 10 watt stations too. So I run 8 Yagis at 100 feet and 600 watts. You'll hear me.
Yeah, I guess so. I've got 1 Yagi. I can't even tell you how many elements. I put it up so long ago, but I'll give it a shot.
Okay, we'll look forward to it. Thanks, Ken. 7-3. Now let's see. Anybody else in the San Joaquin Valley for check-ins? K6MYC. Pretty quiet. Who didn't we get to? I guess we got to everybody except Kerry. Anything new from you, Kerry? Kerry must not have his heater with him. He may have gone back in the house. It's snowing in Coarse Gold. Are you getting snow there, Rob?
No, just rain. Over.
Okay, just rain. You're too low. Okay, let's go over to Tascadero and see if Ron is there. W6QUI, W6QUI or KN6EIV, K6MYC, calling and listening. Oh boy, W6QUI, W6QUI at Tascadero, K6MYC. I wonder if he's out to dinner with Bill or something. Mike, you'll have to call Bill on his cell phone, and they can check in from the restaurant, huh?
I can give it a shot.
I'm kidding, but it could possibly be.
Well, I can't see him hanging out with Bill 2 nights in a row.
Well, I don't know. I don't know if he saw Bill at all yet, so who knows? Did he see him yesterday?
Oh, I don't know. I have no idea. I was just making fun.
Okay. I'll give him a shot and see what happens, and then I could go on up above because we won't hear them if they're not home. But you can tell us if they, and we'll check them in if they're both in the restaurant there.
Okay, let me try it.
Okay, everybody get their ears on. Ken, are you pointed over that way, Ken? WA6OIB, maybe has he gone to 10 meters?
I would guess 10 meters on now.
Okay, well, everybody listen down for Tascadero, one more call, and then we'll go up toward what I was hoping we might hear was KN6EIV. He hasn't checked in except posthumously through Ron for about a month here. We haven't heard him for about a month, let's put it that way. KN6EIV, K6MYC, over, Eric. I don't hear him. Do you hear anything, Rob? Rob's over on 10 meters. How about Aaron? Can you hear Eric when he comes in, Aaron? What do they do? Bump the radio here?
No, you're fine, Mike. It's just I'm listening to the 10-meter net in K6USY.
I heard you. Okay. Hey, that's a pretty quick return. That's not 3 seconds.
Well, that's because I'm listening to the computer on the hill directly. I'm not listening to YouTube.
Oh. Okay, that would explain it. All righty. Well, I'm going to go up to Monterey and see if we can keep going then. Here we go. Monterey, Santa Cruz. Okay, up to Santa Cruz, WA6LIE, W6TPB. WA6LIE or W6TPB or KW6S, K6MYC, calling and listening.
Hey, good evening, Mike. WA6LIE.
Okay, very good. I have you, Scott. Not super loud, but I can probably find a better direction. Sometimes you come 2 or 3 different directions here. Make a transmission and tell me if you've heard anything from Steve lately there. WA6LIE 618 K6MYC, over.
Okay, welcome, Mike. Yeah, I have heard from Steve today. He asked me about running P25 on a meter. I don't have P25, but at any rate, he's out and about. I haven't heard him here yet tonight. I've been listening on YouTube, and it sounds like I'm a little bit off frequency, but you got me a little bit better off same time frequency a little bit, get more on. But at any rate, we so far got 0.86 inches of rain today, which is a high rain total for us in one single day. It's usually like a quarter of an inch, half an inch, or whatever, but not too much. Our yearly total is 8.96. 8.96 inches is the annual rain total since January, Michael, over.
January of this year or last year?
Oh, that's this year, and our annual average rainfall is about 9 inches. So, yeah, almost 9 inches since January this year.
Oh, so just in 1 month and a few days, you've got 9 inches of rain over there. You got a ton, didn't you?
Yeah, for this area, I guess you could say we did.
Well, see, I've only got 6 or 7 inches for the whole year since May of last year. Over.
Wow, that's a lot less than over here. I just changed frequency a little bit. Hopefully it's sounding a little bit better. But yeah, this is usually our annual yearly rainfall amount, so we've exceeded it. So I guess that's pretty good, Mike. Over.
Yeah, Roger. Well, I don't count it from January because that's last year. I count the rain season. I just count it through the rain season. It starts to rain in September and it's done raining in May, and then I start again in May and go on from there. So the last rainfall was in May of last year, and then we started to rain again, and I've got 6.5, maybe 7 inches, because it rained real hard this evening. I might have as much as 7 inches now. Over.
Okay, very good. Well, my rain station restarts, on the first day of the new year. So that's just what I'm reporting is as of January 1st, and not the rainy season, so to speak. So, yeah, I think we're doing pretty good. What I hated is the wind. We had a lot of wind, and I was a little bit worried, but everything survived. We only have 30-mile-an-hour peaks over here, so yeah, that wasn't too bad. We had 37 last year, also February, but not quite up that high this time, but you never know. So everything survived good, so I guess we're good so far before we have to move, Mike. And speaking of, I have to move out of here by the end of May, so my radio situation at home is going to be entirely different, and I'll probably be using a remote a little bit more, just like I am right now, Mike, using remote WA6LI.
I missed why your home station is changing. What's going on? Are you moving?
Roger, yes, I have to move. After 23 years, I have to move. So I got 23 years worth of stuff to get rid of, which I will be making a trip up to the flea market up in the Bay Area probably next month, Mike. Over.
Okay, I didn't know there was still a flea market. Is that the one that used to be at Foothill? They moved it somewhere else, didn't they?
Roger. Yeah, same one.
Okay, can you tell us why you're moving and where you're moving to?
I can tell you why I'm moving. I'm moving because we're renters, so the landlord says she wants basically a house back and remodel and this and that and charge more rent. So bottom line is, we got to move, and I got a lot of stuff to get rid of.
Yeah, so you've been renting the same place for 23 years. That's too bad. I'm sorry you didn't buy it. Anyway, so where are you moving to? Do you have an idea?
I have no clue, but it'll probably be something like an apartment where I can't have antennas or something like that. But I'm not worried about that because we have CCRs, but what is it, PRP1, FCC. I say, hey, I'm licensed to put up an antenna, and it's federally backed, so at any rate, that kind of blows away any CCRs. I guess it all depends on how you present your situation, and having to put up antennas and make it a positive thing as far as the neighborhood, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, well, good luck with that. PRB1 has not helped a lot of people. It should, and it should take precedence over CCNRs and other things, but sometimes it doesn't. Anyway, good luck with that, and you got a big job ahead of you. But I guess you'll still keep the remote base going, so that at least we'll keep hearing you one way or the other, right?
Yeah, Roger. That's the reason why I created the whole damn system, because, I knew I wouldn't be able to be in this location forever. Who knows what might happen. Even if I'm going on vacation, I could still be down there. So anyway, that's one whole thing about creating remoteams.com, that is helping me at this moment. So what more can I say? Yes, it will always be active. So I will have a station to use, and I'll have to share it, but I'm going to be the priority user because it's my damn station, if you know what I mean, Mike. So anyway, I will still be around, but it won't be the same. Go ahead.
Yep, understand. Okay. Well, hopefully it all goes relatively smoothly for you there. Let's see if Tom is in there. KW6S, Tom, are you here tonight?
K6MYC, KW6S. Yeah, I'm here, and doesn't look like I'm making very much power here tonight for some reason.
Well, you're plenty loud over here. I don't have any problem there. 73 said, by the way, Scott, I didn't mean to get abrupt on you, but I got to keep her moving here. 73, Scott, good luck, and we'll see you on Sunday night, hopefully. WA6LIE and KW6S, K6MYC. Okay. All right, and I think I told you I had a pretty good long chat with KB6LEE on 1296. I told you on 1296 I worked him for quite a while, and hopefully he's made some headway with the quad. And you said you were hearing the beacon, but not real strong. Frank's had some on and offs, but I think it's been on since the day after the panels fell down at his place. He's got 3.5 inches of snow up there in Coarsegold right now. That's only 15 miles north of me. First of all, it's barely raining here, and he's got snow 3 inches high, so it's a totally different weather pattern in a few miles here, over.
Yeah, I don't know what our rain is here, but we've got gutters that look like creeks or streams, and a lot of water runoff down here in town. So up in the hills, they probably got quite a bit. I haven't talked to any of my friends up there to see how they're doing since Monday, but yeah. We left home here this morning and had a few errands to do, and then it started raining, and came time to pick up my granddaughter from school, so I had to walk in, and it just poured and soaked me, and kind of the same when we got home, and then hour and a half later, it was sunshiny and no rain again.
Yeah, welcome to California. Us Californians don't have rubber raincoats anymore, do we? That's a rarity in California. That's too bad. Okay. Listen, let's see if Lee is there tonight. KB6LEE. Lee, are you here?
Roger, Roger. KB6LEE, Bozo 1098. I am here.
Okay. And how did you, have you been able to hear the beacon over here yet?
Actually, I don't have the cloggy up on the mast yet. It was raining pretty much most of the day here. We had something in the order of rainfall at 2 inches an hour there for a little while, which was quite intense. And otherwise, yeah, I didn't get outside too much today.
I bet you didn't. Yeah, with that kind of rainfall, I would be not worried about it either. Maybe it'll clear up for you. Tom said it would got to be sunny toward the end of the day, hit his place, so maybe you'll get some break in the weather tomorrow and you can get that finished up. The beacon's on. Tom said he's hearing it not strong on 432, but it's running 25 watts, and you should be able to hear it, I would think. I think your shot over here, I asked I asked Frank if he had heard you in the contacts that you and I have had, and he says, yeah, he copies you, no trouble. So you should hear him as well, and you hear the beacon there from Coarsegold. Okay, very good. Well, thanks for checking in, and we'll hope to hear from you tomorrow one way or the other. Even second hand through Tom, if you can't get everything running and all, you can at least give Tom a quick call and tell him, give us an update there. KB6LEE, K6MYC.
Yeah, okay. I'll check on the beacon tomorrow. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be able to get the antenna on the mast, so I'm crossing my fingers, and it does look like the weather's going to break and things are going to be okay. So hopefully everything's going to go fine. K6MYC from KB6LEE. 7-3, Mike.
Okay, 7-3. Boy, it's getting cold here in the barn. I've got the heater on. I got my legs tucked up against it, but the air in the room here is really cold, so I'm not going to drag out the net tonight. Let me get up to the Bay Area here, get some check-ins, and we'll move right along. K6MYC.
K6KLY. KJ6MQI.
Okay.
B6JNN.
I got you, Jim, and I got K6KLY. Let me get you written in here, Jim. WB6, and I heard several others. 285, and got you, Russ, K6KLY, good signal. WB6JNN, good signal. Who else?
KB6 WSC.
And Whiskey Bravo 6, Whiskey Bravo Bridge, yeah.
Okay, I got W6PQL and a bunch of others, and I lost track of you. Sorry. Did I hear K6 Echo Romeo Fox in there? No. Okay. Who beside PQL? Go ahead.
KB6MQI.
Yeah, I hear you. You're very loud, but for some reason you're distorted to the point where I can't read what your call is. Say it again and back off on the mic just a little bit.
Kilowatt Juliet 6, Mike Queen India, Mike Queen India 271.
Okay, part of the problem is two people talking at once here. I got 271. Hang on the other station. KQ6, Mike Queen Italy, I believe it is, but I didn't get the call for sure. 271, go ahead.
Yeah, Roger, Mike, K6MYC, this is KJ6MQI. Yeah, you're coming in loud and clear, easily S9 plus 10, over.
Okay, are you in Los Gatos?
Negative, I'm over in Scotts Valley.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I haven't learned where you are yet there, and I still can't remember the handle. Go ahead.
Yeah, no problem. I would have checked in on Sunday, but boy, this weather has really has taken a number for us. I wasn't able to get out to the antenna because we just had so much rain and the wind, and we've had some redwood limbs that are at least 4-inch diameter come down, so it's just been a real nasty thing this past weekend. Over.
Yeah, we've been lucky over here. We haven't had any storm damage and not much rain either. I'm still trying to get to 8 inches here. I don't even know if I got to 7. I'm pretty sure I got to 7 today. We had pretty good rains. The heaviest rain we've had since this whole thing started was today for just about an hour or so. And it came down pretty heavy for a short time anyway. What was the name?
Yeah, name is Jared. Juliet Alpha Romeo Echo Delta, over.
Roger, Jared. Very good. Thank you. And a good signal from Scotts Valley, that area. And I understand why sometimes we don't check in. Boy, luckily I'm okay. And sometimes when you get a lot of rain, rain can get into the feed line, and particularly in my case, it shuts me down. I know that Frank up there, W6BBS here north of me, was shut down this evening because he had a high VSWR, so he's obviously got water in some connection somewhere. He keeps my station running, but he's been letting his own go, I guess. Anyway, so yeah, that could be a problem. They got 3.5 inches of snow up in Corsko, just 15 miles north of me. We've had none of that, but the temperatures are down in the. I think we're probably pushing into the 30s here, the way it feels. From what I'm feeling in the shack here. I'm in the barn, and I've got a little tiny heater. It's warming my feet, and that's the rest of it is not doing much. Luckily, I've got a jacket on up above, so I'm not cold, but I sure can feel the cold air in here. Anyway, good evening to you, Jared. Thanks for calling in. Now, who was the other station that I got you and he tangled up with? Over.
perhaps Whiskey Bravo 6 Whiskey November India 1090.
Yeah. WB6 WNI, is that right?
That is correct, Mike. QSL. I'm just going to say hi and bye because we're once again in the middle of something, but your signal is doing great, and I know you're getting cold, so I'm going to say 73, but thanks for picking me up, WB6WNI.
Okay, and who was the other one?
775.
Oh, yeah, Mike. I got you earlier, but I just didn't get you in here. Big signal tonight from Daly City, KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie. Go ahead.
Good evening, Mike and the group. Nothing new to report here, only like a third of an inch of rain, and wind come up this evening, so I don't know if more is blowing in or it's going away.
No. They must have let the rain come through your area and come over here and drop over here. Guys are getting 2 and 3 inches or more. It's 3.5 inches of snow on the ground in Coarse Gold and the upper altitudes there, so it's coming down in one form or another. Thanks for the report and the check-in, Mike. Appreciate it. Good signal. I wish you were this strong on 1296. I can't understand why there's such a disparity. I don't know. How much power are you running here?
500.
Well, yeah, that may be part of it. You've got 20 dB more than you have on 10 meters or on 1296, more or less. 17 dB more. That would be part of it, but 1296 just doesn't seem to be coming up to snuff. No, you're running more than 10 watts. You've got 100 to 150, don't you?
I think it says 180 PEP. I don't know. It's a Gemini amp.
Yeah, so that's weird. Just too much difference. I don't know whether it's because of the height of the antenna or the location or something, but either that or the antenna just isn't working. That's a loop. You said it was a loop Yagi, right?
Yeah, Directive Systems Loop Yagi 24 element.
Should play very well. I think it's something similar to what Steve has up there in Discovery Bay, but he built his own, but it's about the same size, and he pounds in here with 10 watts.
Yeah, I'll look at it when the weather gets better.
Yeah, okay. Maybe you can figure out how to get it higher. That may be the clue. Anyway, good enough, Mike. Thanks for checking in. Now let me go back to the beginning here. K6KLY, Rush, you still there?
Yeah, Roger. Just check me in. Nothing new. Just trying to get a guy lined up to help me fix the antenna, K6KLY.
Okay, which antenna is broken?
The stepper. I can't use it on 30 or 40.
Oh, yeah, we talked about the other day. Okay, very good. Well, good luck with that. Are you having the problem that I described, or you got something else broken?
No, not what you described the other day. This is something different.
Okay. All righty. Good luck with it. Hopefully you can get that repaired. Now, let's see. WB6JNN. Jim, good signal. Go ahead.
Yeah, okay, Mike, WB6JNN in San Jose. Well, let's see, what's the report around here? Raining off and on all day. Had some sunshine for a brief period during the day. One of the cats was out for part of the day, so it must not have been too bad out there. Had a little bit of wind tonight. Did get on 24 megahertz this morning and talked to near Geneva, OT2A or something, can't remember, but he was about 5 by 5 going up to 7 and a lot of QSB, but he was able to hear my 100 watts in a dipole, so can't complain too much. WB6JNN.
Yeah, the conditions were kind of funny on 10 today. Some of the guys, I had one guy in Louisiana that was 50. He gave me 50 over 9. He was 40 over 9 at times, and other people were just pukey, S7s, S6s. And then other times they were in there for a long time strong, and then all of a sudden they'd go back to them the next time it was gone. So the band was changing rapidly. But good, I'm glad you caught the peak on the Geneva station there. That Geneva, wouldn't that be HB9 or something?
Well, I might have that wrong. I thought that's what I saw, but you know, I'm not that familiar with the foreign calls. Don't hear them too often.
Well, the only reason I'm thinking of is Switzerland is Hotel Bravo, and Geneva, Switzerland. I think it's that's why I thought it might be HP. But if it was some special call, it might be something different. No problem. Anyway, good that you got on, and that was on 24. I was on 10 meters. 10 meters was good also, but and it was funny. I was listening to a couple of guys talking, and they got into a little political discussion, and they were talking about one guy was in Georgia down there in Atlanta, and I asked him what happened to the monkey farm that they were trying to move in down there, someplace they're trying to put in 30,000 monkeys for biological studies and stuff like that, and the locals are up in arms about it. I just wondered if you'd heard anything about it. Long story short, they finally gave up because the band got so loaded up with people calling me that they were going to go anyway, so they finally signed out. But I ended up having just a pile of people calling me. Everybody's running 100 watts in a wire, you know. Same old story, and a few of them were strong enough to copy. God, it was just, I get a deluge on there. When they get somebody with a big signal, everybody gloms onto you, so because they can hear you. And I had multiple requests for radio check, please, radio check, please. I'm trying to sign out and get breakfast. It's 11:30 in the morning by this time. Radio check, please, radio check. I couldn't get off of there. All right, get enough of that, Jim 73. W6PQL, go ahead.
Okay, Mike, good evening. You're probably looking at 4 to 5 hours of rainfall or snowfall over there, wherever you are in altitude. That's what we got here in the Bay Area today, of almost an inch, about 9/10 since last night. So it was substantial, and then it'll be over probably for 10 days at least. Nothing else is in the forecast. At least not for this area anyway. K6NYC W6PQL.
Yeah, I think we're still supposed to have rain through Thursday or a better part of Thursday or something. I know Thursday was in the rainfall predictions, light or something, but after that it is clearing up for a few days, which is welcome to some extent. Unfortunately, we've had all the smoke and no fire over here. I got all this, what looks like rain, and it's wet, keeping everything damp and not good enough to go outside, but I'm not getting the volume. So it's all smoke and no fire, so to speak. Anyway, we'll see how much we get in the morning. I might be up to 8 inches finally. I've been struggling along with the numbers that I've been giving you. So at least we've come up from 4 inches. We were 4 inches up until this the atmospheric river finally arrived, and now I'm over 6 and probably pushing towards 7 and maybe over that. So got our fingers crossed for more. Thanks, Jim, and of course we'll see you tomorrow night on 432. There'll be a W6PQL, K6MYC, and let's see, we got well, I think I talked to Jared already. I talked to Gary already. Who else is in here that I'm missing? K6MYC.
Hello, Jim.
WA6AXX.
I got you, Ed. Stand by. Jim, you copying Ken?
Yeah, hi, Ken.
Yeah, hi there. Yeah, it's been raining here since a little after 2 o'clock, so we've already got close to 2 inches.
Oh, you're doing well. I guess you ought to send some of it up there to Mike, huh?
Yeah, I don't know why you're not getting as much as we are, Mike, but it was sure poured through here. But I just looked at the rain gauge and dumped it out, and it was right at 2 inches.
Well, maybe we'll get 2 inches. I don't know. Last time I looked at it, it was 6 3/4. Good evening, Dennis. Hang on just a second. Got a couple more in the Bay Area, and we'll get right to you there.
Okay, I'll stand by.
Okay.
Comment?
Go ahead, comment.
Yeah, this is WE6J, and I revised my statement. OP2A was near Brussels in Belgium. That's where he was from.
Oh, that's probably why. That's why it isn't Hotel Bravo. Oscar November is Belgium, but they probably have a couple of other prefixes that fit.
Yeah, okay. XX was in here also.
I got Ed. He's always easy. I just trying to clean up everybody else there. Very good. Ed, how are you doing? You got lots of rain up there, no doubt.
Yeah, we got some heavy rain today, just for a short period though, and then it cleared up in the afternoon, and maybe a few more showers tonight, and then I think we'll have a few days of nice weather. So that's about it here. K6NYC WA6AXX.
Okay. Well, it's really funny. The patterns are funny. You hear Daly City checking in. They only got about a quarter of an inch of rain today. How the hell did that ever happen? About 4 days ago, he had 4 inches in one day. So it's just it's got the pattern of rainfall over this storm and then this atmospheric river is really, really odd, hard to keep up with, and hard to make sense of. Anyway, good enough, Ed. Thanks for checking in. And of course, we'll see you tomorrow night on 432. Anybody else in the Bay Area? K6NYC Bozo Net.
Hey, Mike, W6KF.
Go ahead, Ken.
Hey, before I jump out of here, I just want to let you know the YouTube is great. I've been listening to it, and I'm hearing guys that I can't hear, but I just want to let you know we had 53-mile-an-hour winds here the other night on the weather station, and my KLM 20M6 that sits at 90 feet and then is 47 years old made it through flawless.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you for that. At 47 years old, I wouldn't bet on anything because, if nothing else, the aluminum's starting to get work hardened. But that's good news. I've got a 5-element at 90 feet here with a little more newer aluminum in it. But it, again, we didn't get much wind. We probably got 30, 40-mile-an-hour winds here. It blew ladders over and stuff, but nothing that was of any real significance in terms of something different for here. We don't get a lot of wind. Most of the time, if we see 30 or 40, it's a rarity. It's annoying, but it's never devastating. Let's put it that way. Thanks for the feedback, Ken, and I'm glad you're enjoying the streaming there. We hope that it'll start getting some more people to check in and stimulate interest. And we get quite a few people that watch it and have never, or in other parts of the country, people run into it or stumble onto it by accident. So many times we'll have more listeners because we keep tabs of that. Aaron, K6USY, runs it, and he sees the number of check-ins that people that log on, and many times it's way more than the people that check in. Over.
Oh, I can see that. Yeah, I hear stations that I can't hear on the radio, but I hear it on the YouTube. It's great. I'm going to keep that up all the time. I really enjoy it. So, yeah, I was more worried about the phenolic insulators than I were any of the aluminum elements on that antenna, but they all came through. We've never seen wind more than about 40 here.
Well, those insulators are Lexan if they're molded. If they were poured and they're smooth, they're really old. Those were out of epoxy, and we've never had any real serious failure modes with the epoxy ones. And even for a while they were ABS, then we went to Lexan, and Lexan were all good. The only time we had trouble with Lexan is when we had a vendor that was using regrind that we didn't know about. We were supplying with 100-pound bags of virgin Lexan, and he was taking that and making other stuff out of it and using regrind on ours, and they were breaking. And I couldn't figure out why until we poked them. Then we got to, at KLM, I had two big guys that weighed about 200 pounds each, and we'd stick some elements on. Every insulator that came in got tested. They'd put the insulator into a vise, and then the two guys would run at the rod sticking out on either side 5 or 6 feet and see if they could break it. If it didn't break, it went in the box. Over.
Oh, that's awesome. I've bought a couple spares over the years. I've seen people selling, and I don't know what their history is of what they were made out of, but I've got them sitting out in the shop, and I just figure someday I may need to use them, but so far so good.
Well, that's good. DX Engineering still has them. They're good. They're good quality. They're made out of good stuff. So DX Engineering is a place you can still get them over.
I'm going to write that down. That's good to know because I'll probably just buy some from them and take the ones I've got. Actually, I've given some of those away over the past to people that have broken ones. They say, here, I'll send you one for free, get your antenna going. So I'll look it up and get some from them. Thanks again, Mike. 7-3, we'll look for you next week, or actually we'll look for you next Tuesday on 1296 Whiskey 6 Kilowatt Fox.
Very good, Ken. Thanks much, and thanks again for the tap and the information on the antenna. Okay, anybody else in the Bay Area before we get Martinez in here? Okay, Martinez, K6ERF, if you're up there, K6 Echo Romeo Fox, K6 MYC.
Yeah, good evening, Mike. Pretty good news is down here, just about everybody. And like everybody else, got plenty of rain and got to drive through a lot of wet roads today, so it was quite an experience. Anyway, I say good evening, and I'll let you get back to net here.
Kilo Echo 6 for that Romeo is here as well.
KE6QR is here, you say?
Yeah, I'm here too. I'm just letting Russ know I was here.
Oh, very good. Good evening, Gary. Good to hear you. And I still don't recognize your voice on that nice-sounding radio.
Oh, thank you, Mike. Go ahead. Yeah, we've made a couple of satellite contacts so far, just using our Yagi that's on the tower. We're still working on getting up the satellite antennas. Anyway, lots of rain here too, and Russ is sounding good, and everybody's sounding good. So go ahead and have a good net.
Yeah, okay. Well, you might check into. We got two different sizes of packages. They're packages. A Leo pack is one of them. But you might, if you can't make sense of it, you might give Robert a call at the plant, and he can give you a heads up on the two things that are available. And then, of course, the bigger ones are sold separately, the XP, or the cross-polarized CP22s and that. But the Leo packs might be good enough for what you want to do. There's a modest, a very tiny Leo pack with 2 egg beaters, and then there's a bigger one with Yagis, but modest-sized Yagis, and then you get into the bigger stuff. Anyway, that's one way to get at least up to speed on what we have available. I'm not pushing you to buy them, but I'm just saying that that's a way to find out what we have. I think AMSAT, if you buy it through AMSAT, the Leo packs, they get a little commission off of that. So maybe that's the way to do it. Robert could give you a heads up on that one. I'm not keeping up with it. I'm not in the office enough to know anymore, but I'm pretty sure AMSAT's still doing that, and we're giving them a little bit of a break on them, and they can make a little money on them. Over.
Oh, QSO, I already have the antennas. I have the Leo packs, the 2 Yagis. I almost have them completed right now. I'm getting ready to put up a little tower for them.
Oh, okay. Well, you're well on your way then. Very good. Have fun with that. Let me know. I haven't ever done that with my 9700. I did a lot of that with the 247, but I kind of ran out of interest in the satellite stuff many years ago when I got into moonbound. So we were using the satellite that was out further.
Oh, QSL. Yeah, I made 2 contacts on 2 different passes on the ISS today when it went by, just using the antenna that I'm on now, the 2-meter Yagi. I have a duplexer on the back so I can transmit on 435. And once I get the whole thing going, I'm hoping to try moonbound with it. So we'll see how it works out. At least be able to listen to it.
Oh, you might squeeze a couple of contacts out with the bigger stations, yeah. No, I was talking about the passive satellite that's up there called the Moon. Over.
QSL. Okay. Well, thank you. Thank you for letting me check in and have a good night.
Okay, Gary 73s. Good luck with that. Okay, let me see. Ken, N6RO, usually in a Zoom meeting tonight.
No, I had my Zoom already. No conflict. K6MYC and 6RO 835, and just under a half an inch of rain today. Unfortunately, I keep discovering more damage from the storm on Sunday. As I said, probably last night or whenever, this is the worst wind I've seen since I've moved out here. I suspect it was probably around 70 miles an hour at tower height. It's only 45 on the ground. Anyway, a major, among other things, today I discovered that on my low KLM 5-element 20-meter beam that I've had since I've lived in San Jose, broke the boom. It did not come down. I didn't notice it on Monday when I did my initial looking around. But the boom was, let's say, 90 degrees to the wind, so all the boom loading was sideways, and it probably actually broke or twisted, let's say, the boom just near the mast, and we had a wind from another direction this morning, and it just rotated the beam down. The back end of the beam is now on a guy wire. So, lots of work to do. I don't know whether to replace the whole boom or just the broken section or to replace the whole antenna. To be determined. K6MYC and 6RO.
Yeah, well, we can sell you the boom sections and make them a little thicker wall. I think the original was 065 in the old KLM, and we make them all on 1/8" wall stuff now. Over.
Yeah, good. We may do that. It depends on what my engineers say. It's probably best to replace the whole boom instead of the broken section.
Yeah, no, I think so, because it's been work hardened. Was that a 5 or a 6 element? Which was it?
It was a 5, a 42-foot boom.
Yeah, okay. I just had a call. I don't know if you heard him or not. W6KF in Waterford, just a little south of you there, and he just reported that his KLM 6 element 20 that's been up for 42 years. It came through the storms in fine shape. He didn't have any issues. Over.
Yeah, well, the guying on that is would have prevented, it had side going. I had one when I lived in San Jose, but when I moved out here, we went to the 5 elements in the stack. There's 3 of them there. This was the low one. It's only at 45 feet. The ones at 85 and 125, they survived fine. But aluminum gets old, like we all do, and 6RO.
Damn, yeah, and we break easier at that point. Yeah, it work hardens and eventually gets so brittle it fractures. That's the problem. And you're usually happy. You should be happy if you get 30 years out of a boom, and even in California weather. Over.
Yeah, well, I got 45 years out of it.
Yeah, so who could complain? I guess you'd you have to just write that one off to. It was going to happen. Yeah, you probably did get 70. The winds that were recorded up in Roseville, where Bill lives, and it's kind of in that same wind corridor that you're in. They were about 72. Bill said he had 66 at his house, and he was really sweating it because he's had that system up for 30-some years, 35 years, and it hasn't fallen down. It was temporary when he put it up. So he was very happy to see that nothing was damaged. Anyway, good evening to you, Ken. Thanks, and hopefully, yeah, I'm sure Robert can fix you up, and we can do the boom in any way you want to do it. First pieces go. 95-inch sections is what would be the longest we can ship on UPS, and probably the cheapest way to do it, but you could get longer section, but they'd have to be trucked, or you guys would have to come down and pick it up to save the shipping. The trucking these days is brutal. Over.
Yeah, Roger. Well, when we actually get somebody up there to look at exactly what happened, we'll make a decision and press on. I got a big crew coming out on Friday to do work on the 10-meter tower where we have a broken 6 element. The for the British antenna. I think I told you that thing broke the back half off. No, the front half off. If the back half is still stable, I'm going to leave it up there and see how it works with 4 elements.
Well, it'll work. You have a little funny vis wire, and your front to back probably won't be as good, but it'll work. Okay. Well, I'm thinking, I think it's 6 8-foot sections that come up 95 inches, and you lose 5 inches in every swed. So you need to get about 44 feet of boom, which would just be about 8 sections, I think. And that could be shipped by UPS. Anyway, Robert can work all that out with you and give you the best way to get it there once you determine that that's what you want to do. 7-3, Ken. Good evening. We'll see you tomorrow night on 432. N6RO, okay, 6MYC.
Very good. We'll call Robert when we have a decision. See you tomorrow.
Roger. And over to you, Steve, W6 Sugar Whiskey. Go ahead.
Yeah, W6SSW. Yeah, it sounds like Ken got twice as much rain today as I did, 10 miles away. We only got about a quarter inch here on the Delta. So, yeah, I had a few repairs to make on Monday after the wind as well. But, of course, my stuff is nowhere near as elaborate as what Ken has or as high, for that matter. So, involved resoldering some of the fan dipoles, wire dipoles, and my rotator or my mast rotated in the rotator about 10 to 15 degrees, so I had to calibrate that down to Mount Diablo again by sight. So so yeah, we were up on the roof too, like a lot of other people.
Yeah, okay. Well, good. You didn't have any damage. If that's the least of your damage, you better count yourself lucky. Because it did blow, and it did some damage in your wind corridor there to some people. And like you say, Ken's damage. Other people, but Ken's got a lot of aluminum in the air. It's like me with 9 towers. You know, it seems like something's going to happen with all 9 towers and then probably 15 antennas in the air. Something sooner or later is going to fail, and it's usually exacerbated by rain and wind. Over.
Yeah, roger that. Yeah, I took the boat out yesterday and cruised around the neighborhood here, and yeah, a lot of people had canvas damage on their docks and their boats and stuff. So yeah, canvas people are going to be busy this summer.
Yeah, okay. I'm going to let you go. Dennis is waiting for me patiently up there, and I'm freezing in the shack here. I'm not cold, but boy, my hands are cold just being in the air in here. With a pen in my hand's getting cold. That's unusual for me. My hands usually stay warm. So it's pretty nippy out in here, so I'm going to get going and wrap this thing up and get in by the fire. But we'll see you tomorrow night. W6 Sugar Whiskey, K6MYC. How about Clear Lake? Anybody?
Whiskey radio, actually.
You got Clear Lake for me, Dennis? I got you checked in. Go ahead, Dennis.
Yeah, it's almost 9 o'clock there, buddy, but I got to get later. You still have to get in the house where you got some heat going on. Yeah, 336-160 if you want to check those in. 1101, there's another one to get that one checked in. So, yeah, hey, you better get in where it's warm, buddy.
Okay, who is 1101?
1101, K6, Bravo, Papa, JR.
I couldn't get the call. You're fluttering.
I might let you check your ring around tonight. Kilowatt 6, Lima, Bravo, Papa.
Okay. K6, Lima, Bravo, Papa. JR, got it. And I've got the other two, 336 Dave and 160 Kent. Over.
It's irregardless, but anyway, yeah, that's JR. He's up by, that Pollock Pines area is where he's at. So, anyway, if you get us checked in, I'm Bozo 86. A pleasant good evening to you. Yeah, I heard the report that you'll give you, yeah, we had the highest winds up in this area was 72. McClellan Air Force Base, which is pretty close to me, high of 64, sustained at 48, over.
Yep, that's what we heard from Bill the other day there. And Ken thought he had about 70-mile-an-hour winds, but I'm not sure how close that. He was just guessing, or his wind gauge when he looked at it was 70, but 70 or 72, it's still windy.
Oh, yeah, it's mighty windy. But all the antennas held up just fine, and the new tower I put in, those new electric winches, man, that was pretty neat. Go out there, push a button, and take less than a minute, it's in the next position. What a good invention, those electric winches, right?
Yeah, I got 9 of them. Every one of mine comes down, although I haven't had to lower any of them lately for wind or otherwise, so I'm happy about that. But they all come down with motorized. There's only one. Let's see, I got one. Do I have one that's man? Oh, I got a small 42-footer that has a hand crank on it, but all the rest are motorized. Okay, 7-3, Dennis. I think I heard Darren underneath you there, KJ6KFB. Let me pick up Darren, and we'll go on from here. But thanks very much for checking in. Well, maybe we'll see you tomorrow night on 432. I thought we were moving quickly tonight, but there's always stories about the rain, and then, you know, that makes things get a little bit dragged out here. WB6 ISO K6MYC.
Yeah, quick question for you, and then one does get you can pick up Darren. Your winches, are they at 110 volt or 12 volt?
All mine are 110 or 220. I've got them wired for 110.
Yeah, same thing I did. Yeah, this is the Badland winches, if anybody's interested, but anyway, they're called the Badland winches. Both of them are 110, and they work really, really great, as long as you got some juice. So make sure you got a power generator, or make sure you get them down before the winds hit, and whatever the case would be, and your power's out. No good if no juice.
Yeah, all my winches are all made by the people that make the tower. I've got Tri-X up there, and everything is standard off-the-shelf winches that are made by U.S. towers or Tri-X.
Yeah, my main tower is Tristale, CZ454HD Tristale, which is equal to the Tri-X LM470, I think you call it.
Yeah, that would be it.
Yeah, it's a very, very heavy duty, and the other tower I have in is like the Tri-X W51. Okay, hey, appreciate it. Take care. Keep warm down there, and hello, Darren, if you're there. WB6 ISO, get out of the way.
So you put your own winch. The other brand, what was it called again? You put your own winch on the 51-footer.
I got the winch on both of the towers. They're made by Badland. Badland winches. They're rated the same as the Warren winches. Very heavy duty. You get them through, what the hell's the name of the place right offhand? I had a brain. Place that sells all kinds of tools and everything else. You could order them or go online on Amazon. I think they're rated $249, I think it is, and they work beautifully. And I've had them out there. The weather doesn't bother them or nothing. Over.
Yeah, why didn't your Tri-X or your Tristale have a winch on it when you got it?
No, neither one of them did. They were all manual, and I switched them over to the 110 volt winch system, and they work really great. It's got remote switches on them, about 9 or 10 foot remote cabling, and the whole 9 yards. But yeah, they handle the big tower and the small tower both, no problem.
Okay, and give me the name again. Bad Man or Bad Land?
Badland winches. Badland winches. If you go on Amazon, you will find them. Warren winches have the same one. They want around $800 and some odd dollars. I got these through Amazon. They got a 5-star rating, and they're rated at the same handling capability as a Warren winch, and they're like $240 some odd dollars over.
Yeah, I still don't have the last word, the name. Is it Badland, L-A-N-D, or Man, M-A-N? Spell it phonetically.
Land. Yeah, Land, L-A-N-D, Land. Badland winches.
Yeah, okay, Badland winches. Okay, very good. I don't need it. I'm not in the market, but other people are, and so people ask me. And there are some towers that come with the manual winches, and they should be switched over. So there you go. Thanks for that, Dennis. 7-3, and we'll see you tomorrow night, perhaps. WB6 ISO, K6MYC up to Sacramento.
Okay, very, very good deal. Yeah, anybody need one? They have been proven they hold up very, very good in the weather, no problem at all. Have a nice evening. Catch you later. WB6 ISO. Darren, if you're there, good evening. Go ahead.
Kilo Juliet 6 Kilo Foxtrot Bravo 756. Over.
you, Darren. KJ6KFB, K6MYC. A little watery this evening. Did you say something about your tower, or are you just talking about conditions being down?
Just conditions.
Yeah, it'll probably come back up. There's lots of QSB on the band. Signals go up and down, particularly from you guys. All right, very good, Darren. Thank you, 7-3. I heard you check in underneath Dennis, but of course he had some other check-ins. I wanted to get those guys and so on. And we got off into the winch thing somehow. Now you wonder why the net takes a long time sometimes. All right, take care. Let me shoot up and see if Bill's there. Bill was missing this morning. Have you heard Bill yet, Darren?
QSL, he's on frequency. Give him a good holler. He came back up now.
Okay, KO6KD, K6MYC.
Didn't have any issues. KJ6KFB, WRX.
Yeah, Mike, I don't know if you're calling me or not. The band just dropped out very quickly there. I was hearing you great, and then you dropped out. K6MYC, if you can copy from KO6KD, Bozo number 776, over.
I've got you, Bill. And W6WRX, Carl, good evening to you. I've got you. Stand by a second, Bill. Carl, I can't remember your number.
This is Bozo 294, Whiskey 2, Whiskey Romeo X-ray. Aloha there, Mike.
Yeah, W2. I didn't think I heard that right. I heard WRX. I knew who you were, of course. But I wrote W6 in there, and it didn't look right. All right, good to hear, Carl. It's been a couple of weeks or so, I guess. But you're always in and out, and always a good signal down this way. You getting a lot of rain?
No, it was in and out today. Not really heavy, but it was raining. But we're doing good. Hopefully you're doing okay on your side.
Yeah, well, we're a little shy of where I'd like to be, but it's catching up. I think today we made some headway getting some rain in the bucket.
Roger on that. Yeah, I'm gonna be ready for that swap meet for Saturday.
Yeah, it should be a good one. Grady apparently had quite a bit of stuff. I'd like to go up to that one, but I think I'm going to pass on it. But I could ride up with Ken if I decide to get up real early and be crazy. I don't know. I don't need anything. I don't need anything. I don't think that would be up there. It'd be fun to go up and see guys, but I don't think I'll go. I'd like to. In some ways, in other ways, when you're blind, it's meaningless because I can't see the equipment and I can't see the faces.
I know what you mean. Yeah, I'm just going to check it out and hopefully, we'll see what we got out there. But anyway, I'll let you go because I don't want you freezing up there. So 73 is aloha, and thank you for checking me in. W2WRX.
Okay, aloha. I'm numb from the neck both ways now. It doesn't matter, Carl. 73.
73.
Okay, Bill, over to you. Sorry about that. KO6KD. We missed you this morning. Called, but you must have been on a phone call or something. Over.
Yeah, hi, Mike. Yeah, I was there. I came in late. Not feeling real good this morning. Not feeling good at all. And I heard you talking to Bob. And so I just kind of sat here and tried to keep myself warm. It was very cold. And I just couldn't. I was just kind of miserable. And as it turned out, I wound up dozing off. And every time I'd wake up, you'd be talking to somebody, and I'd doze off again. And then eventually everybody was gone. So it just was not meant to be. I tried, but I just couldn't do it. I'll try again tomorrow if everybody will be around. Over.
Bob will not be in the morning, so it's just I'll be there. Probably Frank will be there if he gets his batteries charged up, and probably Phil. But Bob will not be there. He'll be back Friday, he said. But he's going to that boat show tomorrow. Anyway, Anyway, sorry we missed you, but you didn't miss much. We just started a little bit of political chatter, but not too much. So we'll hopefully get more into it on Friday. Anyway, 7-3, Bill. Good evening, and hope you feel better. KO6KD, K6MYC. Who else do we have up that way?
Yeah, your signal's coming up real good. All right, see you in the morning, KO6KD.
Yeah, you're loud now. Boy, it's all over the place tonight. The path is up and down. How about KR6MR, John? I don't hear John. Do you hear John?
No, and he did not check in over on Simplex like he usually does prior to the net.
Oh, that's too bad. I was trying to find out whether I really heard him last night. I heard one very weak sideband call in the noise. It was so weak I couldn't even hear his voice. I heard my call modulated by the noise. I mean, it was the weakest, but I heard my call. I'm not dreaming it. It was a complete call. It wasn't just a piece. It was the whole call. That's all I heard from him all night. Over.
Wow. Well, I guess he must have got his rotor fixed because it was stuck pointing north. So if that's the case, I guess somewhere along the line he got it fixed.
Well, I don't know. It was weaker than normal by a long shot, but the path, the band was very poor anyway. The only guys that were strong was the Nevada guys. They came in really loud. Other areas were very poor. It was really crappy to Discovery Bay and to Ken over there in Oakley. Really crappy, weak signals. The Bay Area was okay, but up the valley, up the middle, it was pretty poor. So he may have been caught in that. He may have had the rotor fixed, and then we just had poor conditions. All right, 7-3, Bill. We'll see you tomorrow night or tomorrow morning. I was a little late this morning. I'll probably be a little late tomorrow morning. I'm still waking up with the light in the room, and I didn't wake up till 8 o'clock this morning. Tomorrow morning, I got to take a shower. I missed my shower this morning. I said, screw it, I'm just going to get up and get clothes on. I didn't do anything anyway. Yesterday, I didn't, except for going to the doctor and get my face burned. So I got the sunburned face, and but I'll take a shower in the morning, and then I'll be in there. So don't give up on me, even if it gets to be 8:30. KO6KD, K6MYC.
Roger. We'll usually Phil and I will come up with something to talk about, so no worries about that. I just hope I make it. All right, good night. We'll see you tomorrow. KO6KD.
Okay, and I'm looking at Reading right now. Reading, KO6KD. Oh, that's not right. KD6SW, KD6SW.
KD6 shortwave, KD6SW, good evening, number 145.
Okay, I got you. Pretty good propagation tonight. Amazing. 145 got you in here. And pretty good signals. KD6 sopping wet. Are you really sopping wet? You're getting a lot of rain up there?
It was kind of a laid-back day today. There really wasn't that much rain. I think there was something this morning, but the rest of the day was just, no rain. But it's going to be a long time before things dry out around here. You know, it's pretty soaking wet there, over.
Yeah, sopping wet. Okay. Let's see if Jerry's in here tonight. Jerry, KO6HS, are you here, K6MYC?
Roger, KO6HS 230. We're in here, and just like Rich, we're soft and wet, and hopefully we'll be drying out here sometime soon.
Yeah, well, I'm still very light on the rainfall here. We might be getting up to 7 inches now. In this last 2.5 weeks, we've gotten almost 3 inches. If it's up to if I got 2 inches in the rain gauge today, I had already dumped 5, so that'll put me at 7. But this morning it was just a little less than 6. So we'll see what happens here. We've been getting a 1/4 inch here and a 1/4 inch there, nothing big. But we got the best rainfall of all this afternoon and evening. So maybe it'll come up to what we really are hoping for 2 inches in the rain bucket after the first 5 for a total of 7. Whoopee. Some of the guys are already telling me. I got somebody told me, where was it? He said he had 9 inches already since January 1 this year. Over.
Roger, yeah, I'm not sure what we got for the year here, but just in the last 2 days, yesterday and today, we've had almost 2 inches, so we've had our share here, so we're definitely wet, but I'm just waiting for it to warm up a bit. It was cold today, cold last night. Looks like it's going to be cold again tonight also. I wouldn't mind it if it warmed up just a bit. Over.
Yeah, well, it's snowing in Coursegold. W6BBS has got, as of an hour ago, he had 3.5 inches of snow on the ground at 2,400 feet. Over.
Yeah, that sounds about right. It should be snowing up there. Yeah, I'm glad I don't have to be going out and working in that anymore. So I wouldn't mind if it snowed here. That would just be fun and scenic. But working in it is a different story. So I'm glad I'm not doing that anymore.
Yeah, I'm with you, buddy. I'm a warm weather guy. All right, see you guys. Thanks very much, Jerry. Great signals this evening. You came up real strong, like you were in the room with me for a little bit there. And a solid copy the whole way. Good evening to you, Rich. I did not hear you on Monday, Rich. Were you on 6 meters? Over?
Well, I listened on 6 meters. I did not hear a peep out of you down there, so I think I might have some water in my coax cable because I noticed the Visuar had creaked up the band a bit, so I'm going to have to work on that or dry it out or replace the cable there because it wasn't like that when I tuned it up in the first place. So anyway, maybe it's on my end. Over.
Yeah, well, I called and called. We were looking in your direction for about 10 minutes. I wasn't calling that whole time, but I was talking with the antenna toward you for at least 10 minutes. So I figured if there was any kind of QSB, it would have popped up. For you must not have heard. You must not be hearing anything, because I was giving you 1,500 watts and a good long span of it, 10 minutes pointed right at you. So you should have heard something. And I kept standing by for CW, and I just never heard a thing. But anyway, maybe you'll find it. Don't worry about it. At least we can talk here on this band, 2 meters. Hi. 7-3, we'll see you Sunday. And both guys got good signals here. Hopefully it'll drive out a little bit. We're supposed to have a little dry spell now for a few days, so maybe everybody will stop gurgling. KD6SW, KO6HS, K6MYC, almost done and going to Nevada. Okay, I did not hear that station. Could anybody hear that station? Okay, it might have been Rich signing. Okay, 7-3, guys. Anybody else? KW6T, KR6MR, anybody?
Hi, Mike, WA6LOL.
Hi, Dave. WA6LOL, good signal. How are you?
Good. I'll turn the amp on here. That works better. Yeah, getting a little SWR in the moon bounce, the 4x13s. So I guess I get water getting in somewhere. I was pretty careful about all that, but those antennas come with UHF. There's not much you can do about that. But anyway, I just thought I'd check in here, and I gotta run out here. I'm doing something in the other room here.
Okay.
Hello, Dave.
He had to run. He'll be right back. He's had something happen in another room. He'll be right back.
Maybe he had to go to the little room. Okay, WA60IB.
Well, I don't think it sounded like it was more urgent than that. Usually at our age we can handle holding it a minute. Assuming you don't have, you haven't eaten a bag of prunes or something.
Yeah, or had your gallbladder taken out.
Or have your gallbladder taken out, yeah. Let's just go to Nevada, and Dave will check back in. I can hear him in Nevada, too, so we'll go up to Nevada. KW6T, Russ, are you there? I must have disturbed Russ with my comments about his feed line routing. He hasn't checked in for a week or so. That's just rare. He got a new 1296 antenna, and he was trying to run hardline right up to it, but using the hardline as a rotor loop, and he had the 1296 antenna right above the rotor, and he couldn't figure out why it kept moving the driven element. Ken, over?
Oh, my goodness. Okay, he hasn't heard of a stinger, huh?
Well, yeah, I said, gee, nobody, you gotta support the feed line. You can't have it rotating and moving. And he said, you're only holding that element on there with one little number 832 screw. Well, yeah, that holds a 6-meter element on too, and it's fine. You're not supposed to have stress on the coax, on the connector. Next thing he'll do is he'll snap that connector right out of the block, won't he?
Yeah, and then they'll be in trouble. Okay, I'm pointed up towards Nevada, WA60IB.
Okay, I am too. Nevada. N7 Whiskey Tango way after 9 o'clock. Larry's probably gone to bed, and I don't think we're going to hear Daniel, because Daniel's only functional on 222 and 1296, believe it or not.
Hey, Mike.
Yeah.
You're at 18% on the batteries, K6USY.
Yeah, well, I'll turn them on when I get in the house here shortly. Thanks.
November 7, Whiskey Tango, 657, over.
Yeah, there he is. Sorry about being so late. It's just everybody's talking about rain damage and this, that, and the other thing, Larry, and it just went on and on, over.
Yeah, Roger. The only reason I hung around is because Richard isn't here to fill in, and I don't think Daniel is either, and neither is Dale. I'm kind of all by myself, but I thought, well, I'll go past my bedtime here once in a while. K6MYC and 7WT uncovering or actually getting our unburied from the snow, over.
Yeah, unburied in the snow, huh? Is Dale in there tonight?
Well, he was not tonight. I called him and didn't hear him, and of course Richard. We're looking at another probably a couple of weeks from Richard, and Daniel. I don't think Daniel's on 2 meters either. He's only got a couple bands there, over.
Yeah, he told me he only had 222, and he didn't even make it on 1296 last night. He probably would have been okay, but maybe he had VSWR or something. Anyway, thanks for being there. Let's say Ken and Rob may want to say hello to you there. Go ahead, Ken.
Yeah, hi, Larry. N7WT, WA60IB. Good to hear you.
Yeah, about a 5.6, 5.7, Ken, N7WT, over.
Okay, well, thank you for that. You're 5 and 5 here. You were 5 and 7 or so a couple of minutes ago, but anyway, good to hear you. WA60IB.
Roger, back to you, Mike.
Okay, Rob, you want to give him a call?
Kilo Mike 6, Sierra Romeo, over.
Okay, Rob, yeah, good evening. KM6SRR, you're also 5 and 5 and 7WT.
Roger, Larry. Yeah, you went down a bit. I got you about 5 and 1, 5 and 2, over.
Yeah, look, about now the band's starting to drop here also. Anyway, good talking with you, Rob. And 7WT standing by.
Alrighty, well, we'll let you get off to bed, Larry, and we'll look for you tomorrow night on 432. Hopefully, we'll hear, well, I don't know whether we'll hear Daniel in there or not, but we'll try to get here earlier for you tomorrow night. 70's freezing. I'll be in the house where it's warmer. I'm freezing my butt off out here in the shack in the barn. 7-3, Larry, N7 Whiskey Tango, K6MYC. Rob, you want to go around and look for Eddie?
Yeah, okay, 7-3, and 7WT, clear.
Bye-bye. Nice strong signal the whole time.
You are also strong, and surprising to make that 430 or 1296 on sideband. It's been really funny here of late, over.
Yeah, no, that was pretty good. You were in and out a little bit, but I had pretty darn good copy on you, so that was good. I'm glad to hear you on sideband.
I played it back. In fact, I can actually hear myself on the radio. I gave WA6AJ a real strong signal. If he played it back on the side, he would have heard what his report was, over.
Yeah, no, I heard you give him a nice strong 5 and 1. He was struggling a little bit more with copy. He wasn't carrying you as good as I am, but I'm higher and I got twice as many antennas, over.
Okay, all right, I'll let you go. Get out and go a little warm up. 7-3 and 7WT.
Okay, take care.
Kilo 7, Sierra Uniform November.
Well, howdy. Boy, a long time no hear. K7SUN. Good to hear you, Stan. 422, right?
442. Bozo number 442, Mike, and yeah, I know I haven't had the radio on much, but I was just thought I'd turn it on tonight and say hello.
Well, I'm glad you did. Happy New Year. We haven't talked to you since before the end of the year, so Happy New Year. Hopefully things are going well for you up there. I imagine where you are, you've been getting some snow and rain, huh?
I had a foot of snow here about 3 weeks ago, 12 inches. So I lived here my whole life, Mike. This is only the second time in my whole life that we had 12 inches of snow over.
I'll be darned. Outstanding. Listen, Frank, Ken and Rob probably want to say hello to you also there, so stand by a second. Go ahead, Ken.
Yeah, well, there's a nice voice. Haven't heard you in a while, Stan. K7SUN, WA60IB here.
Roger, Ken. I have a very good copy on you. You're a good F9 right now, so good copy over.
Well, very good. Sure, good to hear you. Good to hear you. Don't be a stranger. Check in more often. KM6SR. Go ahead, Rob.
Okay, Ken, I'm pointed down south, so I don't know if you'll hear me. Maybe you can pass it on. How you doing, San? K7SUN, Kilo Mike 6, Sierra Romeo, over.
Hopefully you're right down at the noise level. Just don't have the path right now, right at this moment. So I don't know if you're copying me or not. So KM6SSR, I just got you right there at the noise level, over.
Well, he's pointed away from you. I told him to go down and look for one last check-in, which is at 150, and you're at 10 degrees here west, east of north, I should say. So he's turned around backwards to you. He just hoped you could hear his kilowatt. Anyway, good to hear you, Stan. Thanks very much, and we'll see you. I try to check in a little bit more often here. You know, we have live streaming now, so you can watch the whole internet or the whole net, and you can hear your own signals, and you can hear all the other guys, and you can hear who we're talking to and all that stuff, so you know when we're coming, over.
Roger, I'll have to give that a try, Mike, so I will look it up, over.
I'll tell you how to get it. You look into the bozonets.com website, bozonets, Nets.com, and you go past the preamble, and in there somewhere you'll see a little note about live streaming Central California VHF and UHF nets or something like that. Click there. That takes you to a YouTube page, and then you click on that. You'll get a picture of a clown, Bozo the clown, and then you click on the clown and follow your nose. It should be obvious after that. Everything is archived also, so you could listen to tonight's conversation and hear what you sounded like tonight. And it's closed captioned, and you can also see your signal strength. We have video and audio, so it's a picture of my receiver with the spectrum display and the S meter. K7SUN 73 Stan, K6MYC.
Roger, Mike. Yeah, I'd like to know what I sound like, because this is just an old microphone, very old microphone, and I just do it on this radio. So, yeah, it might not sound real good, Mike, but at least you can understand me. So, 73 K7SUN.
Yeah, no, you sound really good. I wouldn't have any complaints about that microphone at all. What was much more prominent was the multipath flutter. So when you listen to it, you can go back and listen to you on the archives, and you'll hear the multipath at the end here. It was pretty good at the beginning, and then it got multipathy, over.
Yes, the band is going down a little bit, Mike. So 73, thanks a lot for K7SUN clear.
Roger, 73 Stan. I moved the antenna a little bit trying to get rid of the multipath. I think I dropped the signal. That should be back again. I'm running about 1,500 watts in the 19 element at 107 feet. As always, 73.
73, Mike.
Okay. Rob, go ahead and give Eddie a call.
Okay, Mike. Yeah, you doubled a little bit with Ken, but I heard you there. Yeah, I was hearing Stan off the back a little bit, and then it kind of went away, so I didn't know if he'd be able to copy me. KE6BK, Eddie, you on tonight for the 2-meter Bozo Net, K6MYC and KM6SR, standing by. Eddie, KE6BK, are you on tonight for 2-meter Bozo Net? KE6BK, over. I'm not hearing you, Mike. I did hear John K6MI check in last night after everybody was gone, over.
Oh, okay. I didn't hear him tonight.
I told him I'd probably leave the radio on while I'm doing all the reporting stuff and making up the list to send up to the Bozo IO net. So if I hear him, I'll add him on there. Over.
Okay, sounds good. I got about 42, 43 check-ins. I'm running out of room here on the front page. All right, 7-3, guys. I'm going to go in the house. Somehow I got wet. I think a little dribble of rain came in here through the ceiling, and I sat on it, so my butt's wet. And I'm going to be freezing by the time I get to the house. 7-3, we'll see you tomorrow. K6MYC.
Good night, Mike. Yeah, great. Get that butt warmed up. WA60IB, Northern Clovis.
7-3, Ken.
Yeah, and don't forget the PG&E, K6USY.
I'm going to go flip that on right now before I get in front of the fire. 7-3, Aaron, thank you.
Yep, good night, Mike. Good night, Ken. Good night, Rob. K6USY, DMO6.
Good night, Aaron. Yep, you're sounding great. WA60IB.
Hey, Mike, I got 42, including you and I. Is that what you got?
Yeah, something like that. I didn't put myself in there yet, but I will. Carry on.
Okay. Good night, Mike. Good night, Aaron. Good night, Ken. K6USY and WA6OIB is KM6SR. Just standing by.